Northeastern Arizona, a vast land of beauty, a land of great contrasts. A variety of shapes and ever-changing horizons captivate the attention of the passing traveler. It is a beautiful land, yet amidst the rock, sand, and clay, this desert of sagebrush supports only limited sheep herding and meager home gardens. This land is home to the Dinea, or Navajo, a proud, happy, and generous people. A people with strong cultural roots, living in closely knit family groups, enjoying the extended family relationships of their tribal culture. Babies, children, teens, young couples, and the elderly all live in family clusters of varied dwellings, ancient and modern. Here in day-to-day life, the Navajo language is spoken. In speaking their own language, the heart of the people is expressed. What is true of the land is also true of the people who live there. The Navajo are a people of contrasts. With their rich heritage, the Navajo, living on a vast remote reservation far from population centers, are isolated from most economic opportunities. This, coupled with the social problems caused by limited education and alcoholism, further damages self-esteem, often depriving any hope for a better life. A deeper thread running through the Navajo culture is in the spiritual realm. The spirit world of the Navajo is real. Sickness and disease are traditionally believed to be caused by witchcraft. The old way is for a ceremony or sing to drive away the evil spirit. A hand trembler is called to come. As his hand begins to tremble or shake, he is able to diagnose the problem. If witchcraft is the source, a medicine man is called upon to hold a ceremony to restore health and happiness. Attending these ceremonies, which sometimes last for several days, consumes much time and money. Isolation, fear, alcoholism, tribal beliefs, spiritual darkness have held the Navajo in the recurring grip of hopelessness. In contrast, the gospel of eternal life through Jesus Christ breaks through the darkness with a light that pierces the heart with freedom, love, and hope. Wesleyan Native American Ministries has worked with the Navajo people for over 20 years. Recently, we have seen the beginning of real Christian growth and maturity in the Navajo Church, as Navajo men and women, called of God, have trained for ministry and taken growing leadership roles within the church. Lay pastors linked with men of maturity and experience learn by doing. Home services, circuit ministry, and an emphasis on Navajo language, Navajo hymns, and Navajo leadership, while clearly translating and teaching the sound doctrines of the church, have proven effective in church growth and maturity. God is at work in the hearts of the people.
I search all my life for something good, also in a deliverance from alcoholism. The only thing that I found good and lasting is the salvation of Jesus Christ. I'm glad Jesus found me, and I found him.
One of the greatest decisions that I had to make in my life was to really make that type of a commitment that I don't want to be just any kind of a Christian. I want to be the kind of Christian that really believes that Jesus Christ came to earth and that he suffered for my sins, and that he shed his blood for my sin. And I'm really thankful for that today. And I know he's a part of my life, and I'm a part of his life.
Children as young as 5 or 6 help with the sheep herding. Not all have the privilege of going to school. Government schools are equipped to take only a fraction of the school-age children. This has led to a high rate of illiteracy. A number do not speak English, and many do not read or write. Without training or opportunities for work, a repetitive pattern of social problems will only continue to plague the Navajo society.
Look at you like you're somebody, and you have different friends, try and make friends with other people, and they kind of peer pressure with drugs and beer, all that stuff.
Wesleyans in the Low Mountain and the Mountain Valley churches are concerned about reaching these young people.
My deepest burden right now is that many young people here will be saved. And I feel that it's my job to witness to young people. As you have seen, there's lots of young people and most of them aren't saved. Just pray for me that I have the opportunity to share the word of God with them.
This outreach is having an effect.
I thank the Lord for coming into my heart and helping me. I know He has a plan for me and I want to follow Him.
Our challenge is great. There are over 250,000 people living on the reservation. Many live in family clusters far from paved roads and in extremely isolated areas. Yet their hearts also need to be touched by the gospel of Jesus Christ.
One of the privileges of my present responsibility as General Superintendent is the opportunity to relate in ministry to the Wesleyan Native American District. There are enormous challenges to be faced in this demanding but rewarding ministry, and there are opportunities of involvement for all of us. We can all be a part of making hope for the future a reality.
All of us can be involved. We can pray. Navajo church leaders like Ben Yazzie and Jasper Untilly need our prayers as they communicate the love of Christ to their Navajo brothers and sisters. We can give. The Wesleyan Church amongst the Navajo are relatively young and not self-supporting. Our financial partnership is needed now more than ever. The greatest need is for gifted missionaries, experienced in cross-cultural ministry, to work with the Navajo as trainers and disciplers. Join us in prayer that God will provide someone whom He has prepared for this vital role soon. As God calls Navajo laymen to train as pastors and leaders, they will need, in addition to a missionary discipler, a support base of churches ready to invest in the ministry of the trained Navajo Christian worker. As the church develops and grows, as more workers are trained for service, as a base of prayer and financial support for Native workers is developed, Jesus Christ will reach into the hearts of people, bringing them new life and hope for the future.
No matter what's coming my way, I want my people to know about the Lord Jesus.